everybody. It's 10 p.m. It's Sunday night. Of course, it's the APAT Show. And tonight, Leigh, everything looks a little bit different.
I was going to say, hello up there. Yeah.
Hey, Leigh.
How are you doing?
How you doing? How are you doing, huh? So, guys, we're having a bit of a play tonight. It's got to be said. There isn't a lot on the schedule tonight, poker-wise. And Lee's well, he's happy. He's just apparently he's heading off to Vegas tomorrow. I mean, we didn't know that, right? But we thought let's try something a little bit different tonight. So we're gonna have a bit of a chat. I don't think we're gonna look at too much poker, Leigh, if any. But there's probably still plenty to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. There sure is. Obviously, we've come to the end of kind of the Road to Vegas
Yes.
satellite. So the main event is actually starts a week tomorrow. So we're kind of getting into now the second half of the series out in Vegas. So the last Road to Vegas was last week. They absolutely smashed the numbers in the end. I think they were looking to get 600 people out there, GG Poker, and they ended up in so absolutely superb effort from them. Obviously, their focus is now flipped to Road to London, really, focusing on the WSOP Super Circuit event that's going to take place in August. But again, that's in the early stages. They've only just got the satellites up for that. So I'd expect to see those to start to get quite lively with some guarantees in the next couple of weeks. I think they're looking to qualify about 200 players into the London event via GG. So there's plenty to come on that at the moment. But very much, it's a quietish Sunday. Elton's busy doing his thing at Glastonbury, Des.
Still standing, Leigh. I mean, after all these years, can't believe it.
It's incredible. I'm amazed. I did say to you before we came on air, Glastonbury's been one of those this year where you kind of go, you wonder how some of the acts are still standing. But they've been banging out the tunes all weekend. Plenty of acts in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. It's been incredible.
I'll tell you what, Leigh, I'm sure we're going to come back and talk about Glastonbury because, I watched a bit of that over the weekend. I mean, it's great content, right? It's absolutely fabulous to watch some of the old stars, as it were, some of the youngsters as well coming through. But let's come back to that now. Guys, you'll notice, as I mentioned briefly in the intro, we are we're broadcasting tonight in the vertical format, so not the horizontal format, vertical format. So if, like our good mate Simon, the Oracle, you choose to watch this on YouTube, it might look a little bit different. But if you're watching on your phone, should be an interesting way to view it because it should fit perfectly on your phone. And that's partially what we're looking to test tonight. So what we're not necessarily looking to do is to change the format and the way that we do the APAT Show. We're not doing that. We're just taking advantage of the fact that it's a little bit quieter tonight. We expect to be a little bit quieter in the chat box and stuff. So we're going to try something a bit different. So I can see comments coming through in the chat box, Leigh. I'm going to press the button to put a comment on the screen. I'll be honest with you, Leigh.
We'll see what happens.
I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know whether it'll fit or not fit. It might cover your face, which, to be honest, it normally covers my face. So, c'est la vie, right?
It works for me. It works for me.
Yeah. Let's do it. And we're going to start with the Oracle himself because Simon is out there and Simon says, good evening. Look at that. That looks okay, Leigh. That looks okay. I see.
Yeah. That works for me, yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. Paul Harrison says hello. Hello to you, Paul, and good evening. Nosy P's out there, Leigh. Hi, guys. You must be getting nervous now, Leigh. It's not that far away. WCOP Team Championship. Wayne, captain in England for the first time. Ace is out there. Of course, Ace has done it all before. You talk WCOP, you talk team events, individual events. This boy has done it all before. He said, evening, boys, evening all. Evening to you, Asa. And Tom says, do you prefer being on top, Des? Well, you reach a certain age, Tom, and, what can I say? What can I say? But tonight, yes, Matthew, I am indeed on top. Can I say, Matthew, do I need the smoky...
Nothing wrong with that.
Do I need the smoky curtain?
You're crikey. You're thinking like stars in their eyes. Crikey. Wow.
Do you remember that? Yeah. Do you remember that? So I think the comments, the chat works reasonably well, Leigh. We can see all of those. That's pretty good.
Cool.
Frank's in. Obviously, Mrs. B has allowed him into the sitting room tonight with the laptop. Evening, guys. Evening to you, Frank. I hope you're well. Sporting an APAT logo. That's real loyalty, Leigh. That's what APAT logo in his avatar. That's what loyalty looks like, my friend.
That is what you want, very much so. We seem to be, absolutely full of those that are going to be playing at the Worlds, or certainly interested in
I wonder why, Leigh. It's not like it's getting close or anything, is it?
Well, exactly. We announced the schedule last week, so that was super. I'm actually the whole show last week. The feedback we got
was good,
was just
good.
incredible. So obviously we announced the world schedule, which is fantastic. But the piece that Simon went through, talking about going through Talk Club and all that, and so we put that out since as well. And the feedback has been incredible. Such a powerful show that we did, and hopefully, I'm glad I can say, and I know for a fact, a few people in private messages, said they, just really glad that we started that conversation. Really, so it's superb.
It's good to see, and I noticed that the Talk Club Facebook group, very very nice, and they shared the post out. So that's nice because I guess for them, it's nice to see. Sometimes you're pushing the message out all of the time. Sometimes it's nice to see it coming back in from somebody else without any interest whatsoever other than it's a great service, it's an important subject, and it impacts a lot of people. So it makes sense for us on the outside to want to talk about it too.
Absolutely. No. Yeah.
That clip, Leigh, the 30-minute clip, it's on the Facebook group. So if you want to tune into that at any point, you'll be able to find it there, guys.
Yeah, but no guests tonight. I mean, I was hoping.
What?
I had fingers crossed we were going to get. I was fingers crossed we were going to get somebody over from Vegas because crikey, I know enough. We know enough people that are over there at the moment. They're all bloody playing poker, Des. Can you believe it? They're all playing poker.
I think it's pretty.
And to be fair,
outrageous.
I've been trying now for about the past 3 or 4 weeks to get somebody on the show live from Vegas. Ever since the Scottish lads were over for the million the mystery bounty, one of the first events. So every week I've tried it, and I'll be honest, so do you know what? I've just decided if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing yourself.
You're going to go
so
yourself, aren't you? You're going to go.
I'm just going to go. I'm just going to.
I like it.
I'm getting on the next plane. The next plane out of here. I'm just going to get to Vegas so we can
on a jet plane.
So we can just so we can get some decent reports for the APAT show on a Sunday night. So
I like it.
Sacrifices we need to make.
I like somebody who. I was going to sing Sacrifice, but even I can't attempt. I can't attempt to Sir Elton. Not at all.
How many can we drop in
we've already probably nailed a few tonight, I have to say. Leigh, that's a sterling effort. Well impressed, my friend. Top bombing there. Top bombing.
And in the chat there, Wayne
job, by the way?
Yeah.
How did you get that one?
Well, you say that it is a 10.5-hour flight with Tom Brady. So
hold on, you both got the job. I'm the only one that didn't get the job.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jesus, man, that's terrible. Wayne Parker, you said.
So, yes, I was going to say. So I saw Wayne post earlier on that.
Sorry, Leigh, are you still there? Are you still there, Leigh?
I am very much. Can you just?
Can you just raise your head above the comment?
There
we go. There he is, folks.
There we go. Yeah. So
settle back.
So I saw this earlier on that Wayne had posted up that he's used the ticket that he won during the Scottish Championship online, and has made it through to the day 2 of the Global Millions. So nice. Very, very well done to him.
Excellent, Wayne.
So, lovely tournament. So there's plenty of day 1 still going for that. So I think it's a $50 buy-in comp. It's a really good structured tournament to play on GG. So if you get involved, you can still do now.
I want to do this, right, very, very briefly, because it's sort of fun, right? I want to do this just to see if it works. Oh, Leigh, look at that.
Wow, am I technically in the pot now, or how does this work?
I'm not sure. Certainly it would appear that we both... It would appear like we've both invaded the table like Just Oil protesters.
Is one of us the pot and one of us is the muck? Is that how this works? Yeah.
Can I be the pot, please, Leigh?
If you want to be the pot, you go for it. If it'll make you happy, that's fine.
This is unusual.
It's very neat. I like
Never
that.
Sat on the table before, but you do what you got to do, right? You do what you got to do, innit?
I like it. I like it. But good luck to Wayne when he plays. He plays day 2 of the Global Million, very much so. And Simon Lawler dropped in a little. Are you going to play poker though? I don't know whether I'm going to play poker. I mean, I might do, but to be honest, there's a part of me that doesn't want to play just because I know how much it'll tilt Paul Haycock if I go out to Vegas again and don't play poker. He may never speak to me again, to be honest. So there's a bit of me that just wants to see how long could I go before it really starts riling him that I'm not playing. Right?
So joking aside, because you're among serious people here generally. You're going tomorrow. You're going for quite the stretch. 10 days?
Yeah, nearly 3 weeks. So yeah, 18
Nearly
days.
3 weeks, Leigh.
Yeah.
Nearly 3 weeks. Who signed off in your bloody nearly 3 weeks? Who signed off on that? It couldn't have been me. It certainly wasn't Jen, right? Who signed off on 3 weeks?
So
3 weeks?
I signed off Tom's holiday form, and Tom signed off my holiday form. So
I'm gonna have to speak to Jen about this.
That's how we do That's how we do these things these days.
She's let you out from under the thumb, Leigh. That's what it feels like to me. 3 weeks. So you go for 3 weeks. Do you have a serious schedule set aside, or are you going to generally take it? There's a couple things I want to do, but
I've got a budget and a bit of a bankroll to play with. Ideally, I'll probably hit some of the series stuff that's 1K or under. So there's the mini main, there's the ultra deep stack, a couple of other deep stacks. There's the sevens, lucky sevens, that kind of stuff. But other than that, I'll see what's there. There's a few nice satellites trying to get something a little bit bigger at the Win or the Venetian, maybe. But yeah, very much just going out. I mean, everything is absolutely smashing it. I mean, it's the stuff that's being guaranteed at the moment is everything. I don't think there's not an overlay in Vegas. Everything is absolutely smashing it, doubling guarantees, tripling guarantees. It's absolutely phenomenal at the moment, and the feedback from all the players that are out there is the biggest problem is there's queues. I think Natalie was at the Orleans the other day for a $300 tournament, and they were literally queuing through the casino to register for this tournament. So there is just so it doesn't seem to matter where you're trying to play at the moment. There is just a super amount of poker, and we know, it's only going to get bigger now with coming up to the main event in a week's time. Robbie's got his mixed game festival at Resorts World, in a week's time. There's going to be so much going on. I think you'll struggle to get rooms and stuff in Vegas. It's going to get that busy.
Well, listen, guys, we're not going to go through it tonight for obvious reasons. I think we're going to have a relatively short and sweet video tonight. But if I put this up on screen, look what we can do, Leigh. Look what we can do. We can do stuff like this.
Yeah,
now,
how cool is this?
You've got tall. Yeah. It's like you were tall when we started. But look at the size of you now. I've got so thin.
That's nice.
I've got so thin, Leigh. I like this.
This is good. Yeah, it's amazing. But hasn't your left arm got big? How's your left arm got big?
Well, it's those injections, Leigh. It's those injections, those COVID. Yeah. It's the COVID injections, Leigh. That's what it is.
Wow, that's incredible. So are you working out? Yeah, with it. That's seriously.
Look at that, Leigh. Now,
what is going on?
That's nothing, Leigh. Wait till you see this. No, actually, I'm not going to do that.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
I'm not going to do that, Leigh, just in case Simon Lawler's screen is put in. We do not want that. But, you do stuff like that. And I suppose, just on the point that you were saying, obviously there's a ton of
there's a beautiful one, because there's Chris Moneymaker just winning a silver medal at an APAT Scotland event. Look how happy he is. Look how happy he is. Wow. I mean, honestly, that's that, and you can all look like that if
you I'm not going to play that video again, Leigh. I don't care how much you pay me. I can't be playing that video again. At least not in the vertical format. But once we get into the horizontal format again, I'm going to play it plenty. But, whether it's on Twitter or through pokernews.com, our partners, pokernews.com, Leigh, or, particularly their live updates from Vegas, there's just a ton of stuff happening in poker at the moment. And there's nothing quite like spending 5 or 10 minutes on that pokernews.com live updates app.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And obviously it's great. And obviously, we've got friend of the show, Chris Bean, who's out there as part of the updating team at the moment. He put a lovely post in the thread the other day when the seniors was on, saying, if anyone's playing, give me a shout out. I'll try and get them included in the updates. And so our very own Pete Wigglesworth made the cash in the seniors. So
has he made a second cash now, Leigh, or did I imagine that?
No, he bagged up chips for the millionaire Millie Maker. Right. Unfortunately, his very first hand today, he got it all in ace. He had about 17 bigs, I think. So he got it all in with ace king versus tens. First hand he could play, and he lost the flip. So to be fair to him, he's probably, of this trip so far, I think every time he's been in for his tournament life on a coin flip, he's lost. And I think that's 5 or 6 of them now.
Well, it'll come
So
good.
it does take its toll. As we've spoken about, as Simon spoke about last week, as Dara has spoken about a number of weeks ago. Yeah, it's a tough one. I had a phone call with him one day this week, might have been Wednesday or Thursday this week. It was early for me, so it was about 7 o'clock in the morning here, so would have been sort of, what's that, 11 o'clock their time. And I just, yeah, we had a chat for about 10-15 minutes, just not about how he's playing poker, but just how he's kind of dealing with wanting to get a cash, and he was desperate to get his
Variance,
first cash.
yeah, of course. And he's got
so,
a package, right?
So cash, so cashing in the seniors was great. That's his first World Series cash as well, so that gave him an absolute boost as well. And so he's very focused on now on the second half of his package and the second half of his trip. So, but it was playing on his mind because he was just bricking everything, and it was literally coin flip kind of bust outs, and it was you could see it was having an impact on him. Even somebody as experienced as Pete was just needed a bit of support around him, and just to say, don't worry, carry on doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the getting a cash. Just carry on playing good poker, and it will come. And then it did with the seniors. So very well done to him. But he just missed. Millie Maker wasn't to beat, but he's dusting down. I think he was going to jump into today's big one of the series, which is the is it the salute to it's the military one? It's the salute to salute to heroes or something like that it's called, where they raise a good chunk of money for kind of armed forces charities. So I saw a lot of players were playing that today. So good luck to anyone that is.
Good luck to anyone that is doing that. Absolutely right. Leigh, I saw in one of Pete Wigglesworth's images, he had Sam Razavi, friend of the show.
He did, photo bombing from behind. So
some good company there. I think I saw Adam Owen, friend of the show. We had, I think, a lovely chat with.
Adam's been playing a lot.
He's been
Adam's
cashing,
been playing
right?
a
I think
lot.
he's cashed a couple.
It's been.
And we saw not a friend of the show, it has to be said, but Phil Ivey, I think, went super deep in the Players' Championship, the 50K. I think finishing, I want to say sixth or seventh for a good score, like close to $300,000. But maybe a couple of million.
First friend of the show, Dara, cashed in 2 tournaments at the same time the other day.
Yeah,
I don't know whether you saw that.
Outrageous!
I mean, that guy's just absolutely incredible. He was playing the tag team event and also the seniors. Ended up busting both of them around the same time. I mean, his tag team partner, as he said, pretty much was doing most of the heavy lifting for that tournament for him. So he basically picks up two WSOP flags on the Hendon mob pretty much at the same time.
Wow.
Hey, to be that good, hey?
To be that good. Now, friend of the show, Natalie over there as well with Adam and a ton of others, right? A ton of APATers over there at the moment. Seem to have a tough opening day or two. I'm not sure whether that's acclimatization or the poker was a bit shit. Or
I think the jet lag. I think the jet lag was hitting a little bit. But she picked up a little cash in one of the daily deep stacks. Good. So straight away got a flag on the Hendon mob. So
yeah, and she should definitely got a flag for her hotel room because apparently they've managed to get an upgrade. Beautiful view over the Bellagio and the fountains. Looks amazing, right?
It's going to be the same view that I'm going to get from tomorrow.
Really? What, you're staying with the Bromleys? What are you on their couch?
Well, they
just
don't
the
know
three
it
of
yet.
you. What's going on?
You know when I said I got a really good deal. I haven't told them yet. So they very foolishly told me their room number. So I mean, the way I look at it is that's effectively opening the door, isn't it?
Well,
really,
they're both going to be out there playing poker. They'll arrive back tired.
They're playing so much poker, to be honest. I don't play poker. I just sit in the hotel watching the films and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm going to be no.
Can I just congratulate you on your view? It looks amazing.
Yeah. So they've got they managed to get themselves an ultra hip premium fountain view. So overlooking the Bellagio fountains from the other side of the road, which is exactly the same as what I've hopefully got on my arrival tomorrow. So,
which hotel are they in, Leigh? Opposite the Bellagio.
So they're in Planet Hollywood.
They're in Planet.
Yeah, they're in Planet Hollywood.
I've flown over Planet Hollywood on the flight simulation. Touching the roof, I bounced off of it.
Are you the reason?
Touched it gently, bounced off of it.
Hang on. So Are you the reason why the pools are shut there at the moment? They've been closed. The pools have been closed down at Planet Hollywood. Is that anything to do with you and your plane? No,
Didn't do anything with the pools.
no, wasn't you?
Because
Okay,
if you
fine. All right,
if you wee out of a plane from that distance, it scatters, right?
Yeah, it doesn't affect it.
You couldn't hit a
pool.
pool.
It's more likely to blow itself into the Cosmopolitan than it is actually.
It's downtown, Lee. If you're downtown and you say, "What was that?" You know, I'm
but
under the roof.
The Planet Hollywood is Planet Hollywood is actually is a great choice because as I say, it's so close. It's pretty much 2 minutes walk and you're into Paris, and you don't quite have as much hustle and bustle as Paris and Horseshoe is at the moment. So I think Planet Hollywood is a really good choice, and there's no poker there anymore. So they used to have the big the famous famous with a PH series that they used to put on during the World Series, but they don't do that anymore. So it's a poker free casino, but it's in a nice spot. So,
no shortage of nice spots in Vegas. No shortage of poker. Danny has joined us. Says to Wayne, awesome capo, make it count. Quite right. Let's get a big result if we can, Wayne. The Oracle says stayed there when it was the Aladdin.
Wow. Okay.
Hollywood was the Aladdin. Wow, that's going back a bit. That is going back a bit because I can't remember it. I mean, that's
I'm very late to I'm late to
1920s?
Vegas, really. I guess because my first Vegas trip was only 8 years ago. So kind of when I was only just late 30s. So I know there are plenty of people that have been to Vegas for 20, 30 years or whatever, and I talk about it now as if I know everything about it, and the reality is I'm a babby when it comes to Vegas trips, really. The people that have been going for a lot longer than I have. So
tell us the truth, Lee. Have you packed yet? Is all of that stuff done?
Yeah, no, I am all ready to go.
You're ready to go. You could
said
leave
there
now.
was a plane taking off in 5 minutes, I could leave right now. So yeah, absolutely ready and raring to go. So,
how do you get to train up to London tomorrow?
Yeah, train up to Heathrow, and meeting up with Tom and Adam Neal, who's on our flight as well. Again, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
So so Adam's out there playing the main event.
Yeah.
So he's playing the main event this year. So it'll be absolutely fantastic. I mean, fingers crossed we can be railing Adam on a deep run in the main. That would be superb because he's certainly got the game to do that. I think Tom's got a similar view to me. It's just going out and see what he fancies playing.
Happens.
He's staying staying the other side of Horseshoe. So he's in Harrods. So just the other side of the strip. So we're all in fairly close proximity to each other, and he's insisting on taking me out to his favourite, his and Chris Bean's favourite bar.
Know.
This is the Bratwurst Budweiser for $5 and a bit extra.
To be honest, sounds just like my sort of place, Lee. Sounds like just my sort of place. I can't believe I'm missing it. And Chris, I know, was in the group. He was in the group a couple of days ago, Super Seniors. He said, if anybody's playing, let me know, and I'll make sure you get covered in the
Chris has got Chris has got a couple of days off around the time where Robbie's got his mixed game festival down at Resorts World. So he was definitely planning on heading down there to see all those guys, and that will be a who's who of poker. There's gonna be so much. If you want to try, if you're a bit of a poker fanboy and like getting selfies with with players you recognize, that kind of thing, then actually away from the series, go down to Robbie's mixed game for a couple of days, and you'll I guarantee you'll meet in a much quieter environment where you can actually properly chat to the players,
have a chat with them. His first mixed game series, the main event, was won by Fosselman, Greg Raymer.
Yeah, it was.
Stunning. Yeah, right, absolutely fabulous.
Which is just incredible.
Right, Lee, enough about this Vegas, because that's only the second most important poker event of the summer, right? Anything related to Vegas, second most important poker event of the summer.
Absolutely.
We announced the World Championship of Amateur Poker last week. Great response in the group, I thought. I'm not surprised. 23 bracelet events over 6 days at dusk till dawn. Well, it's more than 6 days, right? Because we will start the Sunday prior with a day 1A. So we won't necessarily be there for it, but it will start at dusk till dawn. And I don't know, have we announced it yet about the rest of the plan?
Let's say where we're going to go with this. Yeah, it's not going to be 6 days. The World is not going to be 6 days. It's going to be 14 days. We're going to have
days?
14 days of the World 14 days of the World Championship.
Have we been lying? Have we been lying for the last week?
That's how this is going to work out. We're going to be at Dusk Till Dawn for 6 days, but basically there's going to be 14 days in total is how we're going to work this out. So there'll be a live day one on the Sunday. There'll be 2 online day ones on the Monday and Tuesday. Then we hit Dusk Till Dawn for 6 days. And then as soon as we finish at Dusk Till Dawn after the bank holiday, from the Tuesday to the Saturday, there's going to be online events as well, with 2 online bracelet events happening on GG Poker. So for the first time ever, we're going to have 2 online bracelet events, a No Limit Hold'em Championship and a PLO Championship. But that's not the end of it, Des.
There's more, Leigh?
That's not the end of it. Well, and I need to get all this out before I head off. I've got to, got to get this off my chest. What's going on?
I can't remember any of this stuff, Leigh. It's as well you mention it now.
No, well, it's a good job. Good job. I'm here. So we mentioned the online day ones. So there's an online day one on the Monday and the Tuesday. So super flexible for players if you want to have a shot at that. And don't forget, if you bag up a stack at the end of that day one, you're already in the money for the Dusk Till Dawn day 2. So you're already in the money. So the main event is going to be a 150 plus 30 buy-in. So £180 in total. And you're going to have a number of options to play this. So there's a day one on the Sunday at Dusk Till Dawn, which is tying in with another event they've got the weekend before we're there. Then we've got the 2 online ones. Then we've got, I think it's 3 other day ones at Dusk Till Dawn, including a turbo as well. So loads of options.
Yeah.
But GG wanted to do something special for their online day ones. So
are you going to tell this now, Leigh? This is too big to tell.
Yeah. No,
we're going to tell this now?
Right here, right now.
Let's do it, Leigh.
We are going to do this right here, right now.
This is good. I like this.
So GG are basically we're going to make them reg free.
Are you sure, Leigh? Are you sure you want to tell us now?
The online day ones are going to be 150 flat with no reg fee on them. So if you want to get into the main event, you're never going to find a better value opportunity than playing either of those online day ones with GG on the Monday or Tuesday. Also frees you up to then play all the cool stuff that you want to play at Dusk Till Dawn. Because we've got 23 bracelet events in total with loads of different mixed game variants across all of the days. So if you want to try and bag up everyone still wants to win that main event though. I mean, Dan Austin won it last year. The rail was incredible. The hugs and the emotion of the whole thing.
Qualified online, Leigh.
Long time. APAT, yeah, he did qualify online. Was a chip leader going in online, and so that just frees you up. So you then know you've got your day 2 stack bagged, and you've got 2 shots at that online, and both of those are going to be reg free. So if you want to have a go at playing that, that's what it's going to be. And GG are fully supported, giving value back to the players, and we can do it in lots of different ways. And one of those is going to be reg free online.
I've got to tell you, Leigh.
Day ones. I mean, it's. I wish I was playing it. It's fantastic.
Leigh, I've got to give you credit for this. You obviously hold the GG. You held the GG exec down right by their arm. You were about to pull a nail out, and you said, "Right, here's my idea." You mentioned the reg free. You thought we'd have to go 2 or 3 nails deep, right? GG said, "That's a great idea. We really like it." So it was a brilliant suggestion by you. Full credit for that one. But GG immediately said, "We like that. We think that's a great idea." So happy to pass that on. And as TC says, English Tom as we like to call him, fantastic gesture by GG. And it was a great gesture. So it's a really good opportunity.
It's really, really good.
Play it. If you get a bag, you've got your cash sorted, and then you can plan the rest of your schedule right. Nice.
Yeah, and you can see what happens. You can see what the main event does for you then, can't you? So it's a great way of doing it. So basically, these days our min caches are normally kind of double the buy-in. Yeah. So if you can actually get through one of those online day ones, you're probably already guaranteed min cache of £300 then in the main event, which means you can start making plans of what you want to do for the rest of the trip whilst you're there. And for some people, it might genuinely be they could only get there for the Sunday and the Monday of the bank holiday weekend.
Well, Leigh, listen,
and this is the only way they're going to be able to do it. So it's super flexible, but also super value for the players. So.
Leigh, you've heard of a short stack ninja, right? We've all heard of that. Well, we have a short sat ninja Naz is out there. If there is a tournament with 5 players in, I'm in. Right, good.
Yeah,
good.
we've made sure we do it. So we've got two online day ones, but then we're putting a third one in, which is 5-handed, and it's just going to be one table. So Naz will give you the special password so you can get into that, because we know that is very much your type of thing, and we will do. Somebody's also asking, I think it might have been, I saw Dawn post up there. Yeah, there we go. Will there be? Yes, there will be satellites for it. I spoke about it last week that we're looking to put together more of a kind of a package style satellite, so you can win an amount of money, which means it will give you an option to either buy a main event seat or a 120 plus a 60 or 360s or something like that. So we're looking around that sort of 180 mark, where you can buy a package worth 180, and obviously then you can choose what you want to play with them. That's the idea, to try and keep it as flexible for you guys, really, and you can get as much bang for your buck when playing those. Hopefully we'll get those up in the next couple of weeks, and then we'll be able to have a good go at getting some satellite runs going in the build up to the Worlds. Obviously, we've got Coventry before then as well, so we're very aware as there's a lot of poker going on in the UK in the next couple of months, and we're right in bang slap in the middle of everything that's big that's going on, basically for the next couple of months in the UK. So we're very aware that players want to plan, and also they want to try and get as much value as they can in what they're going to play. So first of all, obviously there'll be the open event at the Goliath, but then obviously the Worlds will be very much the focus for everybody. The schedule's up now. If you haven't seen it yet, or you missed it for any reason, just go to apat.com/WCOAP and you'll see the schedule. It's also up on the Dusk Till Dawn website as well, and it's been all across our socials as well. And the headline is 25 bracelets in total, 23 live and 2 online, and it will spread across a total of 14 days, 6 live days at Dusk Till Dawn, with then online either side of that for either the main event or our follow-up kind of online championship event. So huge value.
And we hope to do something exciting for Player of the Series as well. So, there's got to be a Player of the Series. We'll figure that out. We'll come back to you guys with some added value. I'm sure we will. But it should just add a layer of, value to the whole thing. Plus, I think Leigh and I, as we've done over the last couple of years, I think we'd hope to be streaming a great deal of that, right? Whether live or online, we want to be able to bring the WCOAP right into your homes, and to your friends and family. If, for example, you're a DTT playing, you have some people at home that want to follow your progress, we can arrange all of that.
No, absolutely. And talking about added value, we should just give a shout out to the guys that played the new top 10 leaderboard this week. So it's great fun. Some decent numbers in that for the last 5 days. So the top 10 ended up, Des, amassing a total of 280 points between the 10 of them. So we paid out $280 in tournament dollars back to those players. But again, GG made a commitment that for the first week they'd pay everybody, and they've absolutely honoured that. And so in total, we ended up with 32 players that have all taken a chunk of the $491
Beautiful.
of added value. That's been paid out. I think it's gone into players' accounts today, or it was certainly being in the process of being done. So well done to all 32 of you. Andrew Drago ended up topping that leaderboard with 38 points. Dwayne Stacey picked up 35 points. James McLaren got 33. Neil Vickers got 28. Andre Tin, our friend from Kazakhstan, picked up 26 points. Colin McGrain had 25. So did Ian Barber and Jay White and Ross Warren. Stefan Roda, he was 10th on the leaderboard. He picked up 20 points. So all little bit of boost to your bankroll. It'll certainly give you enough dollars to play a few more next week if you want to. And we do it all again from tomorrow. So the tournaments are at 8:05 and 9:05 every night of the week, Monday to Friday. 10 tournaments in total. Get in the top 10, and we will add points to your leaderboard. Bear with us this week. The GG guys are going to sort the results out for me and get them to me, and I will update the leaderboard. It might take a little bit more than my usual. I'm usually there on the night or first thing the following morning, so it might be that we're a little bit 24-hour delay, but I will be picking it up and getting it all updated and posting on socials for you. I think the thread's working on socials quite nicely on Facebook, so I just keep updating it on there, and you can ask any questions, and I can see what's going on with that.
Perfect.
But get involved in that if you can. So Chris's question about when will Bayern be available for Luxon? Hopefully this week. They're currently in the process of being set up at the moment. So this is how it's going to work for the Worlds, guys, just so you all know. So if you want to play the main, this is my recommendation here. This is what I would do. If you want to play the main, I'd buy in on GG. I'd play the online on GG because that's where the value is, because there's no reg fee. So play the online. Also, they'll still do the bounty, the bubble protection as well if you qualify with GG, because that's a standard thing that they do. And obviously, if you want a satellite, well, GG is the only place for satellite. So that makes perfect sense. All other events will be available via Luxon or the DTD cash desk. So you'll be able to do that. If you win a package where you can win some tickets, you'll be able to just let them know which events you want to play, and they'll put you in for those events. But that's very much the way I would see it. Those will be up on Luxon, as I say, hopefully later on this week. Tom will post up and let you know as soon as they're all live, ready to go. And I cannot stress this enough. We're running 3, 4, 5 tournaments at Dusk Till Dawn every day for 6 days. 23 bracelet events in total across those days at Dusk Till Dawn. You all know, Dusk Till Dawn is the best venue in the UK to play, but it's still, from a capacity point of view, some of the events are going to have soft caps on them. They will be able to move things around depending on how we're looking for numbers. But if there's something you really, really want to play, get in and get it registered up early, and make sure that you've got your seat, because there's nothing we can do nearer the event. If I really wanted to play that, it's like, well, yeah, we're expecting these events to very much to sell out. Yeah. I think what we're seeing in the poker world everywhere else, I think we're about to see happen in the UK at the 2 events we're at in August. So
I would agree.
if you want to get involved, very much get in early and make sure you've got your seats guaranteed.
Leigh, we have a World Series of Poker casher in the chat box. Good evening,
one and only Pete Wigglesworth.
Good afternoon, good day.
Whether Pete's, I'm trying to think, what time are we on now? It's
what is it, 8 hours?
Yeah.
You want to see if you could get him to join us?
I'm just wondering whether he's free. Let me see if he's
Yeah, well, if you're watching the show,
he's going to be. If he's watching, Pete, if you're free, Pete, let me know, and we'll get you on a call quickly if you are.
That would be most awesome.
Yeah, that would be superb, because I know he was talking about jumping in to play the Salutes the Warriors event. So that's.
Let me just see if we can. Oh, he's on a 10-minute break. I don't know if that's good or bad, Leigh. Send him the link.
I'm on it.
Fantastic.
He's saying yes, Des. He's saying yes.
I love it.
For 5, we're going to get him for 5. We're going to get him for 5 minutes.
Well, not only will we get Pete, but we'll get Vegas. We'll get a sense of what's happening in Vegas right now, because Pete Wigglesworth
so
is
he's
on
going
a
to be
10-minute break.
Okay, he says he's got no headphones, but that's fine. Don't worry, we'll get him on. Yeah,
detail.
Just go for it. Yeah, don't worry, just jump on. Yeah, we'll be good. So he's on a break at the moment. So I'm assuming they're playing this at Paris. I'm assuming it's in the Paris ballroom. They'll be playing, which I'm guessing is going to be pretty busy. So if they're on a break as well, so we'll see what it comes through like from a sound point of view, because it might be quite busy if all the players on a break. They're normally all the guys are normally heading into the ladies to go to the loo, aren't they, during the break? That's how this works.
Is that the way it works?
Vegas, I believe that's new. Yeah, I think that's the new. That's the new thing in Vegas, apparently. So yeah.
Holy bejesus, as they say. Okay, look at that. I'm straightening things out. Oh, hello. Oh, let's get him on, Leigh. Let's get him on. Just give me a mo. There we go.
Hey, there he is. Yeah, we can hear you, Pete. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Thank you.
It's Pete.
Well, we
Pete,
appreciate you. Appreciate you've only got 5 minutes during a break. So just give us a quick. Where are you? What's going on? Let us know.
Right, so I bust out the Millionaire Maker this morning, and first hand, basically ace king against tens, which I waited. Well, I didn't wait. It was literally the first hand. So that kind of finished my tournament. So I was still quite motivated and still wanted to play poker. And obviously this tournament just seemed like a no-brainer. I'm planning to play the win tomorrow. So I just thought I'll play this one, see if I can develop a stack and go from there.
Awesome. Can you show us any of the room? Where are you in Paris at the moment?
I'm in the Horseshoe. So I don't know.
Are you in the Horseshoe? Oh, even better.
Flick your screen around, Pete. Just hit that button and it'll turn for you.
Hold on.
So show us. So this is the bigger room in Horseshoe, yeah?
Yeah, can you see behind me?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
World Series of Poker, folks.
So the guys mainly are playing the Millionaire Maker. And then you've got the room down there, which is where all the final tables are. And also some of the tournaments are down there, but all the final tables and the televised stuff's down in that room.
Yeah.
So I'm over in the corner. Can you see the orange screens?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
So the Warriors is, and also you've got some in the Paris. The rooms are about the same size. So they're both about the same.
So how many runners have they got for the Warriors event?
About 3,500 at the moment, but it's late.
Wow.
5 o'clock. Yeah, so it's a good tournament. I've joined at 4-8, and we've just come on to a break. So when I go back, it'll be 5-10. So you get 50,000 chips.
Okay.
There's still plenty to play, and it's a 40-minute clock. And the thing that I've loved about the World Series, particularly, is the structures are an hour long, and so I've played for like 11 hours in the seniors and in the Millionaire Maker, and I've loved it. It's perfect for players who play solid poker. So it's been good.
Oh, good stuff. Pete, can you do us a favour? We're getting requests in the chat. Simon Lawler would like a close-up of the carpet. Can you give him a quick, better look at the carpet?
The carpet? Right, okay. Let's have a look.
Oh, look
He
at that.
loves it. Oh,
Very
look
regal.
at that.
Very regal.
Look at that. Very nice.
It's like 3D.
Very
I'll be
nice.
tripping over that, Lee. Tripping over it, I would be. Steve 40 wants to know, Pete, have you seen any of the older pros? Any of the legends of the game?
Yeah. I wanted to get a picture. The only person I really wanted to get a picture with was Barry Greenstein.
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, I love the guy. I was pretty disappointed to bust out the Big O because Johnny Chan ran deep in that, and he's like my all-time favourite player. I've seen Phil Helmer dressed up in his little outfit as I don't know what he was, Pikachu, I think it was, or something like that.
I don't believe he knows what Pokemon were, to be honest, Pete. I think he was unaware.
He thought it was Pokemon, a Scottish poker player.
But I did see Daniel Negreanu, but he popped his. He kept his head down and walked straight past everybody. I saw.
He's having another struggle again, isn't he, Pete? Another series where he's struggling. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm trying to think who else I've seen. That's about it, really. I think.
Fantastic.
But yeah, they're all the. Oh no, I did see Eric Seidel as well. So I saw him in passing.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome, Lee. Do you want to close it out, or do you have any more questions for Pete?
No, well, I don't have any more questions for Pete. To be honest, I'm going to see him tomorrow, so it's not a problem whatsoever. I can hold everything up until tomorrow.
It's the final rub.
Yeah. I keep bumping into a lot of English players. So I bumped into Katie Swift today.
Yeah.
Bumped into Riggy, David Morley, and a lot of UK players. Obviously Natalie and Adam Bromley, and so yeah, it's been good. So Brendan as well. Ran into Brendan. So
Brendan's out there with Stuart Oliver. Yeah, they were playing a few events. So
I've got a feeling they might be in the other room because
yes, they're definitely playing the same event you're playing. So very much.
Yeah,
well, Pete, we'll let you get back because I guess you can't have long left on your break. I wouldn't have thought now. So you can't be far off.
I've just got over my starting stack, but obviously the blinds are 5-1, 5-1-1, so you've got plenty of play. It's 40-minute clock. So as most of the WSOP events, it's a really good structure.
How far are you from your table, Pete? I assume you're returning to your table now, are you?
I'm just going back to the table now. Yeah. So
keep us with you, Pete. Keep us with you. Turn the camera around so that, or hit the camera button. You know, it turns it to the front-facing camera. We want to see your table. We want to see your stack. Take us all the way to the table, Pete.
I don't think I can turn the camera around. I'm going to show you the most beautiful dealer, Ivy. Say hi, Ivy.
Hey, Ivy. Nice to meet you. Oh, it's brilliant. That is brilliant.
Brilliant, Sam.
Right, I've forgotten where I am. I'm not in here, am I?
Oh, he's lost. He's not even in the right room, guys. Not even in the right room. All right, Pete.
So these are the stacks.
Oh, yeah. Here we
Dealer
go.
Andrew. Say hi, Andrew.
Yeah, he's not impressed with you at all, Pete. How you doing, mate?
That's Andrew. These are my opponents. This guy's going to be playing the Irish Open. This lady's from Ireland, aren't you?
Up Mayo.
Irish background. This guy's played everything. He bust out the Millionaire Maker. Did you get cash, didn't you? What? You cashed? No, you didn't cash. Oh,
that's a rub. Pete, don't give your opponents rubs. Goodness me.
Yeah, he's...
All right, guys, have a good day, yeah?
Take it easy, Pete. Good luck.
See you tomorrow, Pete. Cheers, Pete. Good luck, mate.
Cheers. All right, bye.
Oh, it's fantastic, Pete. he's just completely ruined his hard guy image that he's built up over the day. Just ruined it.
He's still giving rubs to his and you cashed in. You didn't cash in the million.
Oh no, I didn't get it. Didn't get it. Sorry, he looked like you, the guy who did. Yeah. Simon says LSD carpet.
Absolutely.
I felt it was a bit trippy. I agree with that.
I'll be honest with you. The horseshoe carpet is nothing. You want to see the one in the Paris Ballroom. That is another level. Yeah, that is another level. It really is.
We are not going there. So are we saying Negreanu's down 700k, Si? I think that's what you're indicating. And of course,
that would make sense.
Well from us all, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Negreanu's having another shocker of a series.
Yeah.
It's been a while since he really kind of went deep in anything significant. He's but still the best known player out there, and still doing all the right things content wise and as an ambassador for the game. Interesting things he's had to say this week about the Hall of Fame. I don't know whether you picked up on any of that. That he's suggesting that maybe it's about time that it's more than one a year get into that, because there are some people that have been on the list now, nominated now for 6, 7, 8 years or whatever, and probably deserve to make it. And maybe this rule of one a year needs looking at. So I do like what he's got to say.
I would agree, because the game's only getting bigger numbers wise. So I mean, how do you get all of these old pros and some of the hot young things in there? Brillianto. So World Series of Poker, I think we did a sterling job on that tonight, Leigh. WCOAP, keep those questions coming, guys. Through the week, anything related to WCOAP, just get it in the group, or by all means ask us before we close down the stream tonight. Let us know how you've found the Vertical podcast. There's a bunch of you out there watching, lots of you. Just put in the chat box whether it's been easy to watch, whether you've watched it on your phone or not. Just it'd be interesting as an end to our little test tonight to see how you found it, because the idea is, if you're on your phone, this should be a super nice natural way to watch it. But let us know. Any other topic of business, Leigh?
No, that's kind of. I think we've covered off what we needed to be honest.
Good.
That was it's good. Pete's
Top
just
10?
messaged me to say. Pete's just messaged me to say cheers. That was fun. So
Good.
we've not tilted him too much. So I think that was all good. Yeah. So top 10 for next week starts again on Monday. It will continue through, and we're going to have some more news about the top 10. So you do want to get involved. I can't tell you any more than that at the moment. But obviously, we're giving away a load of our added value in $dollars back every single week. So that's a commitment that the GG have made, that we're going to do that with this leaderboard. So we'll keep that posted. But there's going to be something big coming up with this as well. So if you haven't got involved yet, you really want to get involved at some point and get your name on that leaderboard, because it will be worth it. somewhere down the line. That's all I'm going to say at the moment.
I would never tease our players like that, Leigh.
Really?
You did not learn any of that stuff from me, right?
Mr. Coming Soon. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Who, me?
Okay.
I didn't start that.
Yeah. No. Absolutely not. But yeah, other than that, keep going with say getting involved in those. Obviously, we'll get some details out about the W3AP satellites as soon as we can, and also the buy-ins for those as well.
Absolutely. Listen,
to get him involved in. So we're carrying on doing what we've promised to do, which is keep giving back to the players, and GG are very supportive of that as well, and they want to do that as well. And again, there's going to be so much more news about around the world and other events on giving back to the players. So keep posted on that.
Absolutely right. Leigh, Steve, who's obviously running behind, right? He's watching the stream. He's on catch up. He wants me to stand up, but nah, I'm not going to stand up.
No need to. Yeah.
Leigh, for Nottingham in August, of course, are there any plans for everybody to meet in North London? And we're going to march up the M1. We're going to march up the M1 on Nottingham. What do you think? I mean,
march up the M1. Some sort of coup on taking over the UK's home of poker.
I like it.
Is that what you're thinking?
I like
you want to take control.
I'm thinking by the end of August we could have you firmly ensconced as the leader of DTD.
I would imagine what will happen is we'll probably get as far as Watford Gap Services, and Rob will do some sort of deal with us, and we'll get to go and live on the Isle of Man. That's what I think will probably happen. Yeah, that feels about right, I think.
That might not be a bad outcome, Leigh. I've always liked the Isle of Man, and I'm partial to a deal. I'm always partial to a deal.
Worse things have happened. But yeah, we shouldn't joke about what's gone on in the past couple of days. But you kind of, I don't know how you feel about all this, but it's kind of like we all lived through COVID and lockdown and the strangeness and weirdness. In fact, actually, even before that, the whole Trump thing was just plain a weird time to be alive.
And we're putting on a show.
And then, and then we come out of COVID, and then kind of on we go with what's going on with Russia, and obviously the war in Ukraine, but actually now what's going on physically in Russia itself. And you just kind of think it is a crazy time to be alive, isn't it? You will look back on this and tell me, we were about when all this was happening.
Not only were we about, Leigh, but we are actually sort of what is the word? Immemorializing little elements of it and little discussions, and these things tend to pop up in your memories 2 to 3 years time. And you go,
absolutely.
I wonder what we were discussing that time. It can be super interesting to catch a couple of the old shows. Some of them are definitely worth catching. I mean, some of the discussion on COVID, it was so in the moment of the time.
Yeah.
Who knew it was a hoax, Leigh? The whole thing a hoax. How many died?
It all is. Yeah.
Not enough, clearly, Leigh. Not enough.
It doesn't exist anymore, does it?
What
was weird? I saw something today. It might have been an email I had from. Yes, it was an email from Planet Hollywood talking about something saying about using the monorail in Vegas.
Your extra key to the Bromley's apartment.
And they said, and they made some comment about, you can use the monorail. Mask wearing still required. And I thought, really? What? You still need to wear a mask on the monorail?
Yeah, I just want to ride it. I don't want to rob it. What?
It feels completely everything else is just forgotten. It just doesn't even exist.
2020, Leigh. 2020.
So you're flying to Vegas, and you've still got to have prove that you've had your vaccine that you could have now had about 2 years ago, and it probably is not doing any good of anything. But as long as you've actually got proof that you made an effort and you've had a few jabs, then apparently they'll let you in. It's not a bother anymore.
Yeah, Leigh, let's face it, you're going to fly to Vegas, and for several hours there's going to be a bloke behind you with just heavy socks underneath your seat, right? Heavy socks, 24-hour heavy socks, and you've got to put a mask on when you arrive in Vegas. I'm not sure.
No way to talk about Tom. It's no way to talk about Tom Brady, but yeah, that's fine. Not an issue whatsoever. I did feel for Tom this week. I'm so say it's I guess we're all trying to get stuff done and get stuff sorted. That's why we wanted to get these announcements out today. And Tom's got stuff that he wants to put out there. And I've got one other thing which we should actually just mention, although Tom is going to announce it, I think, at some point.
Another announcement.
Probably tonight. I think it was tonight he was going to get the information out. It's just we've had to change the date of Poker Squads Live.
Yes.
Later on in the year. So we've had to push it back a week. A real simple reason, actually, to be honest, is we had it in the week which is Gambling Awareness Week, which is something which the industry take very, very seriously, and they tend to have a kind of a social media blackout for the week to support the message around kind of gambling awareness and the issues that come with it. So we felt it was probably inappropriate for us to be putting an event on that particular week. So we've just moved it back by a week. So we've got all the new dates out there, and I think the website's already been updated, but Tom was just going to put details out to let people know. Some people may have started making plans for that because obviously they enjoyed it last year, teams of 4 with the kind of the bounty, the mystery prize kind of element of the sit and go. So we're going to keep a very similar format, but just so you're all aware, the date has moved, and Tom will pop the full details out on the socials to let you guys know what's going on there.
Good stuff. Leigh, I think, and for you guys out there, unless there are any other questions, anything else you want us to discuss, I think we are nearing the end of tonight's broadcast. We go away, have a sneaky little look at what Elton John's been up to over the last hour or 2 hours.
Yeah, well,
his last show in the UK, Leigh. I've never. It's really
very much a circle of life, isn't it? I think that's where we're at.
See that.
Yeah.
You've got to see that. And Glastonbury just looks outstanding. So a lot of stuff to catch up on the old iPlayer.
Yeah, absolutely loads. The Foos or the Churn Ups as they were known, their hour set was absolutely incredible. Both the Rick Astley sets with him doing his own stuff, and then the set that he did with the Blossoms doing just basically Smith's hits was phenomenal. Yeah. Absolutely phenomenal. Cat Stevens this afternoon was incredible. Blondie was brilliant. The Pretenders were amazing. Too many to mention. It's been absolutely cracking year of music at Glastonbury. Really enjoyed it.
Absolutely right. And listen, lovely message and thought from Simon as we close out tonight. Have a safe journey, Leigh. Of course, that comes from Simon. That comes from me as well. That comes from all of us.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. If I can make it through an airport and a flight on the same flight as Adam Neal and Tom Brady, and we all 3 of us make it to Vegas in one piece, I mean, I think we're winners, aren't we? That's the way I see it.
I think that
we're
would be
winners.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. So, guys, we're going to close it out there. I don't have a video to close out with because, well, everything's different.
We're in a weird. Can you not just turn? Can you not just turn the whole thing?
Well, turn it sideways now, Leigh. You reckon turn it sideways now? I can.
What would happen if I turned my phone that way? Yeah. Would you tip? Would you, if I turn my phone, would you tip off the edge? Is that how this works?
There's every chance if you turned your phone that way, Leigh, I would probably fall off my chair. Right, that could absolutely happen.
But you'll be okay because you've got one of those muscly arms now that'll help, so it'll be fine. So yeah,
check that out, Leigh. Look at the scale of that. Right, I am Thor. Yeah, I'm very Thor, Leigh. It was a very very Thor.
And Simon, Simon. Just so you know, I promise that I'll in the next couple of weeks I'll do a live bit on the show, and I will get that Paris Ballroom carpet in shot for you. Nice. We'll give you a decent view of that. So it won't be a problem.
Bring a Stanley with you, Leigh. Bring a Stanley. Maybe bring the lad home a little bit of carpet. You don't have to go for the middle, Leigh. Just go for the edge.
This is not football away days, Des. Yeah. Just like it's just.
Some habits are hard to break, Leigh. Right, guys. Be playing your top 10 next week because it proved very popular last week. Ton of added value given out. There's a hell of a lot more to give out this week. Best of luck to Leigh and Tom Brady and all APATers as they head to Vegas or as they play in Vegas over the next few days. I shall be back on Sunday night with, well, God only knows what really, but we'll see. It could be fun. Maybe we'll get a slight angle on the stream. Can we do that, Leigh? Can we go out at a
Go real arty, yeah.
We could maybe do that. And I guess until then, as I try and figure out what the hell button I'm going to press next, have a smashing week. Night, everybody. I'm just going to